So I am at Memorial Union and I am here to interview these lovely ladies over here. Apologize if I'm laughing a little. I know this is kind of an awkward situation, but they have really graciously offered their time and their answers to some of my questions. So let's just, oh, by the way, I'll probably be taking some phone notes, so if I'm like stopping and typing.
Should we introduce ourselves?
You can introduce yourselves. I'm gonna quickly go over some things first. So if you see me like stopping to type, like I'm sorry, I'm pausing a little bit in between. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Sure. Hi, I'm Seraphina Slinger and I'm a junior.
I'm Megan and I'm also a junior.
Thank you so much for doing the study with us. I think the first question I'm gonna ask is, why are you studying NMU this morning?
Yeah, so I had to take my cats to the vet this morning. This is their name. They're Reggie and Izzy. And then I needed to be productive, so I decided to meet up with my friend Megan in order to get some work done and then use like pretty central place, like close to our classes, and also the weather's kind of gross today, so it's also close to where we live. So it ended up being a good spot.
Yeah, no, I have class at 11 today, so I wanted to be able to lock in this morning and get some work done on this report that I have. And I really like the vibes in MU, and it's a good place for me to really just like do my work and study instead of getting really distracted all the time.
Okay, so let me put that down. Okay, so you mentioned that you came here to study and be productive. What makes MU a place that you feel more productive in?
Usually at this time it's not very crowded. If we come in the afternoon or like when the restaurant's open, it's a lot more crowded, so I try and come like in the morning when there aren't a lot of people here so that it's quiet but I still get like a really nice view of like the lake and everything.
Yeah, for me, I feel like same with like, I like when it's not too busy in here and it's not super crowded. You're not fighting to find a table, which is nice. And then I feel like fighting to find a table, like, because that always is a struggle in the afternoon. So I like coming here in the morning and doing that. And also I feel like when I'm in this space where other people are doing work, then I'm more able to actually do my own work instead of like from at home. I'll just go on my phone.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So why, if you're looking for like a quiet place, why are you kind of at MU instead of maybe like college library next door?
I feel like all the places, even if they're like a library, they're like the same amount of noise level because people are working in groups. So I usually just like put in these like noise canceling headphones, and so these work wherever. So if I'm trying to study in a quiet zone, which clearly doesn't seem like it's going to be the case for me today in this moment, I just put in my noise canceling headphones.
Note that she did not have her noise canceling headphones when I approached her.
Yeah, for me, I think I just like the energy of MU better than a library. I don't know. Sometimes I like going to a library, but I feel like it's just too boring.
Yeah. No, that's totally valid. And you guys have also come here together. Do you find that this is kind of like a good place for more collaborative work?
Yeah, there's like a lot of different table options, and we didn't think it'd be that crowded because we came pretty early. So it was definitely, good for collaboration, but also like there's like mini tables that are close together. So if we each need like a lot of space, we could each have like a mini table but still be together.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm looking around. It looks like even though some more people have come in, it's still pretty spacious for the most part, so there's room for me to spread out. Next question. So when you come to MU, do you normally just like interact only with the people you're studying with, or do you have some other interactions with people along the way, or when you're doing other things?
I normally get food, but I'm on a spring break diet, so I'm not gonna get any food here. But normally I would interact with like the people, and sometimes when I'm in line to get food, I see like, people I know. But unfortunately, that's not the case today.
Yeah. no familiar faces this morning. I noticed that you guys have some snacks out, some drinks.
No snacks for me, just the 0 calories.
I have Ritz Bits, and then a Pepsi, not Diet Pepsi, Addison Rae, but
Did you bring this from your apartments or
I got this from the awesome Badger Market.
Badger Market?
Yeah, I also got mine from Badger Market.
Is it a plus that there is Badger Market and all the different restaurants in London?
Yeah, it's really nice. And like the restaurants aren't open yet. Not that I would partake anyway. But Badger Market's open and they've got a lot of local options. And it's really nice.
The locale options, is that something you look for?
As an aficionado, yeah. It's not
Where are you going for
it's
spring
not
break?
funny. I'm going to the Royalton Chic in Cancun.
I'm interested, can I come?
Yeah. We're working on getting it together right now.
Oh, that's so fun.
Oh, that's exciting. So do you also kind of use this place to socialize, tell people about plans?
Yeah, it's a good place to like meet up about plans and really like just chat and there's like other people talking to you so you don't feel bad.
Yeah.
You mentioned you like the food here. How often would you say you come here solely to study and solely for the food, or is it more of like a mix of both? And
Before your diet.
Yeah, well, I would say that normally it's like a mix of both. Like I don't think I come here super often to like just to eat. But like sometimes I'll come here with friends to eat and sometimes I have stuff going on the terrace. But normally I get food and then I study.
Yeah, for me, definitely. I usually primarily come here to study, but then if it's around a meal time or if it's in the morning, I'll grab like a coffee in the morning or like a snack, and then it's like meal time, and I'm hungry, I'll grab an actual meal.
Yeah, what are your favorite places here?
I like Strata. I like the pasta there. I like to get the mac and cheese. I like to get the pulled pork mac and cheese, no pulled pork, mushrooms instead of pulled pork. But it's pretty high cal and high carb, so I won't be getting it today.
I also like pasta from Strata, but I've not had it in a minute. But since I'm not on a spring break diet right now, I can go get it.
Not until 11, and that's when we have class.
Okay, well,
I
another
wish the
day.
restaurants opened earlier.
Do you wish there were some like more breakfast options maybe?
Maybe. There's Pete's Coffee. They have good stuff.
Great. So we just mentioned that there's a lot of restaurants, and in those restaurants they have their own seating. So and menu is like building as well. So of all the rooms in the menu, what makes kind of this place, or why did you pick this place specifically?
I just like the view. I mean, if it was nicer weather out, I would sit outside, but it's like perfect gross day today.
Just
But
the chairs.
yeah, I like being able to see the water, and it's like really close to all the restaurants, so you can see your bathroom. So it's important to me.
Yeah. I noticed that they took away the outdoor seating. That was still an option. Would you choose to do that?
Well, not today, but
Yeah, I really like. I consider this the main area for anyone watching. But yeah, I like this little main area because
It feels really central.
it feels really central. There's a lot of seating, a lot of different places you can go really easily, like Badger Market, coffee, restaurants. Very very convenient.
And what are you guys working on right now as well?
I'm doing some reading for my Spanish class. It's about like the class is about being bilingual, and this like reading I'm doing is about how like if people don't practice a certain language, then they lose it over time. So it's pretty interesting.
I'm working on I have a final project, a proposal thingy, not a proposal, a final report for my engineering communications class due, and right now I'm reading about the presentation aspect of it because we have to give a final group presentation in like December. But my group is really not procrastinating, which is really frustrating because I want to procrastinate, but they're not letting me. Anyways, so I'm catching up on that.
Do you ever have some of your group meetings here?
We haven't. We only do Zoom. But that's actually not a bad idea.
So I mean, I kind of just interrupted you guys. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, what is this for?
Okay, yeah, this is a ethnography that I'm doing for my human-computer interaction
Do you
course.
know what it is?
It's basically like we do these like long-term observations of a location to try to understand more about the like social and cultural context of the place. So prior to interviewing you, I and my group members have spent like maybe an hour here doing some like fly on the wall observations where we kind of just work in a little corner and observe everyone. It's just people watching, basically. And another part of it is to get a little bit closer and to ask some of the people more detailed questions, which is why I'm here interviewing you guys, and I'm really grateful you guys can contribute to this project.
Is that the blue lemon BBL jacket?
I'm not sure that's the formal name.
I think it is. I think you're misguided.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I gotta get myself a
Yes, it is a rainy day. It's
Perfect diet is for great diet.
It's very helpful on a rainy day.
So how did it go? Did you have any other participants?
Yes, so I interviewed one other person and he was studying for his master's. Yes, he's not. So I thought it would be nice to, interview some people by themselves and some people who are in a group and kind of see see the difference there. Do you prefer, do you mainly compete yourself?
It depends. I don't know. I like to meet up with people in the mornings because it helps me stay motivated. But I don't mind being by myself either. I'm kind of a lone wolf.
For me, it's definitely a pretty even split, I'd say. I come here a lot alone, but then I guess it's more alone than with friends, but I do like coming here with friends. But me and my friends have pretty different schedules for the most part, so.
That makes sense. What are the hours that you come here alone?
Alone usually would be in the afternoons, but then in the mornings usually is when I have the time with my friends. But I'm not a morning person, so I don't usually get up this early.
Yeah, so you said in the afternoon, is it after class, or do you happen to have a class nearby that works?
Usually my classes are usually pretty far because I'm in engineering, but I if this isn't, it's kind of in between my apartment and engineering, sort of, so it's on the way, kind of, which is, it's not a perfect in between, but it's not too far from either, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. What about you? Is this on the way to anything, or do you make it effort?
I kind of have to make an effort to come here, but I can take the short path to 10 minutes class, so I'm probably going to do that. Or other times that if I'm going to be around State Street or something, and if other stuff isn't open yet, I can come here. But I live pretty central on campus, so nothing's safe. I come here in the morning for a lot with my friend. She likes to come here, but she likes to have the chargers. They have a lot of outlets, I guess, here, and she likes to be able to sit with an outlet in case her computer dies, even though it's on 70%.
Wow, she sounds like a lot of work.
She also likes to go to the Badger Market.
So I can kind of hear it getting a little bit louder rather than it's a little later in the day. When do you think it's loudest, and then do you normally try to avoid it playing, or do you still come for others?
I think it's loudest definitely when around lunch and dinner, and I usually only go to eating.
Yeah, I think it's super, super busy right around meal times, and it's still busy throughout the afternoon, but a little less busy than the meal times. I generally try to avoid super busy meal times, but I'll definitely come here in the afternoon when it's busy, but not too terrible. Yeah.
And then taking a look around, I see that at this moment it's mainly students doing homework. Although I do see some older people. What do you find when you come here? Is it mainly students, or are there a lot of non-UW students just bringing families?
Tunnel Bob is here. That's funny.
I love it.
How can you tell me more about Tunnel Bob?
Yeah, he's a campus icon. He is rumored to live in the tunnels underground. And
They made him like a
sometimes,
documentary thing.
yeah, sometimes I see him here, and that's pretty funny.
He's been an icon for so long. He was an icon when my parents went
Oh,
there,
that's really
which
cool.
was the golden days.
And he's a frequent menu.
Yeah.
Does his presence ever be like, oh, maybe I'll see you again, make you want to come here? Or is that totally
Honestly, I see him all over, so.
Yeah, it's just an added bonus.
added bonus?
But I do know somebody who had to find him for like this like frat thing.
Really?
And they came here.
Okay,
Success.
so
It is.
same. So what do you think are the number of people that come here solely for
I
the
think it's probably pretty small. But I do see a lot of families here sometimes, which I think is interesting because like I come from like a city with a big school and I never like really went on campus to eat. So I don't really know why, but maybe especially when there's like the outside seating, people like to go outside.
Do you have any thoughts on that?
Was that original question?
Just about like the breakdown of number of students versus families here.
Yeah, I
or
think it's-
non-W.
Yeah, definitely mainly students. Every once in a while you definitely get some families and some older people, but definitely I feel like the majority of people I see here are just like students like studying and doing their work. And then, but yeah, I definitely do see families, and I know my family does sometimes come here. Like,
Oh, it's your family.
yeah, I'm from Sun Prairie Club. If anyone knows where that is, it's like 25 minutes away from here. And yeah, my family like goes on campus a lot. Even when I was young, we went on campus a lot. So I feel like I'm one of those families that goes on. So yeah.
So can you share some insight on why like, you guys are here?
Yeah, so I think my parents both went to Madison. They love the community here, so I feel like ever since I was young, I always came like downtown and on campus a lot, just because they liked coming here, and so they were like, get in the car, we're going to campus, and I was like, oh. So yeah, I think they just really like campus and just the energy here.
And then it's also really close to State Street, which is just over there. So you ever grab food from there? Do you just mainly it's easier to get?
It's easier to just get food here because I feel like if I get food somewhere on the state, I normally just study there. I'm gonna go to Forge sometimes. But I do see people doing that sometimes.
Yeah, I usually, wherever I'm like getting food or studying, that's where, if I'm like getting food somewhere, that's where I'll study, or if I'm studying, that's where I'll get food for the most part, just because I don't like cooking a lot with my food. I want to eat it like when it's fresh.
And then this is
You don't want to continue, sorry.
oh no, this is good, like natural conversation. So you mentioned that this is like a pretty central place. I assume for all students. How often is it that you come here maybe on your own or just with one person and you bump into them?
I feel like I normally see at least like one person.
So you mentioned that you don't really see like one or two people here.
Yeah.
And then is it just like a quick hi or do you hold it into you?
Depends on. I don't really. It depends on how much I like the person, but normally I just say hi or what are you up to. But typically I like my space to make my space. And I'm trying to think. One time freshman year, I was having lunch here with somebody, and then my roommate, I ran into her, and she asked to join us, and I reluctantly said yes, but I didn't want to because I like her. But she pulled up a chair and sat with us.
Okay, so it sounds like it's a pretty social place and people
Yeah.
sometimes just feel like they should be in.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I definitely run into a lot of people here that I know. A lot of times I'll just like say a quick hi and then I'll go back to what I'm doing. But yeah, if it's like one of my like closer friends, I might be like asking for something. But yeah, for the most part, I'm just like, hey. And then I spent hours here too, actually. But that's another conversation.
Do you know this kid?
You know me as the Rizzler. I'm the pit. They're just.
Sorry, I have to open my phone to pull up the. I'm doing my chemistry homework now, and I just saw that picture, and I was wondering if you knew that kid.
Oh, I think I might have seen him on time. So I noticed that you can just play audio out loud. Is that right?
I don't know if that's socially
I
acceptable.
mean, it's like pretty loud in here, and we're in a corner. So.
That's
Okay,
true.
so do you think just kind of like how social menu is? It lets you just share videos and then
Yeah, like
collaborate.
you might not do it online.
Yeah.
So that's like a plus.
Yeah.
I
But
watch Boomer do all day.
is the noise ever like a negative or and then it never affects you? So we just have a couple last questions. One, so you mentioned that you like coming here in the morning before class. How long do you think you stay every time you come here?
2 to 3 hours. It'll be less today because I was late because I was coming
For me in the mornings, probably only about like maybe an hour and a half since I don't like waking up early. But if I come here in the afternoon, I'll definitely be here for a good like 2-3 hours.
Do any of you guys come like in the late?
No, well, I don't really study at night. I do puzzles and morning too.
So you prefer to get all your study done in the morning?
Yeah.
And this is a nice place to study in the morning. To the view, or general vibe.
I do study a lot at night because I'm a procrastinator, but usually at night, like late, I'll study in my apartment just because I don't like being out and about late at night. I like to be able to take my shower and just like be in my pajamas.
Yeah.
So
So I typically this is more of like a daytime kind of location. I'm curious if you guys ever had any. I saw a lot of signs for posters about safety contracts here.
Yeah, I'm about ethics club and sometimes we meet here. And then also sometimes we do like building swaps here.
And is it you're here or
No, it's in like one of the classrooms.
I don't think I've actually been clubbing here, but I haven't been super involved with clubs on my time here, except for the awesome club that we founded.
Oh, what club did you guys?
Founded the puzzle club. We actually were supposed to have a meeting here, but then nobody came because some of the committee members were really bad. So
Okay, but this is also like a good place.
yeah, it would have been.
Okay. Sounds like something.
I was busy planning my birthday party.
It's not you who's supposed to do it.
Okay, so I think that's all the content I need from you guys. Again, thank you so much for letting me interrupt your study and giving me these really great answers. Thank you for being so comfortable. It was nice to meet you.
Very nice to
It's a weekend.